আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আমরা আজকে আছি এসএসসি 26 ব্যাচের রেনেসার একজন স্পোকেন ইংলিশের স্টুডেন্টের সাথে। যার আজকে আমরা একটি আইএলটিএস এর স্পিকিং মক টেস্ট নিব। তো দেখা যাক সে কিরকম পারফর্ম করে। This is the International English Language Testing System speaking test conducted on Wednesday, 8th of July 2026. Center number 50547. Candidate name Sanjida Khanum Poddo. Candidate number 600325. Examiner name Samusharia Mufti. Examiner number 409255. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can you tell me your full name, please?
Sanjida Khan Poddo.
And where are you from?
I'm from Faridpur.
And what may I call you?
Poddo.
Okay, Poddo. In this first part, I would like to ask you some questions about yourself. Do you enjoy watching films on TV shows?
Yes, I like it very much, and it gives me much recreation from my daily routines, and also gives me some pleasures that I can feel some peace and get some refreshness.
Okay. What type of films do you prefer?
I almost always like to see dramas and also mysterious things to make my mind very much think about that thing, that what is going to be next part, what will be happen the next. And also I sometimes saw horror movies. It gives me much thriller.
Okay. How often do you watch TV or films?
I often watches film once or twice in a week, and also I particularly saw some episodes in the TV series before going to bed.
Okay. Do you prefer watching films at home or in a cinema?
I always prefer both of, because there are different things that I choose both. First of all, in cinemas, I would choose to saw that in cinema hall, because it is full of loud sounds, give us more real things, that yes, it is looking like a real part of we are seeing. And I also like to prefer seeing it in our home, because it gives us more comfortness. We can pause it anytime, then we can go anywhere, or again come here and again watch out that.
Okay. Thanks. Have you seen a film recently that you really liked?
Yes, I have watched, and it is called the historical things. I was the democracy of Bangladesh. It also gives me much knowledge about our Bangladesh, what was happened in our war of Pakistan and our country. And also I would like to tell everyone that they should also watch this democracy once.
So that was the end of our part 1. Now, in the part 2, I'm going to give you a topic, and I would like you to talk about for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand? So here is a paper, and here is a pen, and the topic you're going to talk about is describe a film or TV show that made a strong impression on you. Thank you. Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start your speaking now?
Yes,
please?
So I have watched a movie. It's called 3 Idiots. It's about 1 month ago. Again, I watched it. I watched this movie almost about 3 times or 4 times, because it gives me much pleasure and much more theories that for winning in our life and also winning in our future, we don't need to stop ourselves, and we don't need to prove everyone always that no, we are a good student, or we have to prove it, yes, we are good from others student. What is our quality, and what can we do in future? What is our power? We can show them in the time. Time will says everything. In the 3 Idiots, the 3 boys were always doing their naughtiness and everything, but in the end, they proved the society and everyone in the whole world that we can do anything. Every work is very much important for everyone. No work is smaller. Also, photography or video editing, everything is important in our life. So that's why I like this movie very much, and I often say this and also it is very much important for every students. They also in Japan, they also translated it in their language, and most of the students of the universities, colleges of Japan, they also saw it.
Okay. Now we have been talking about movies and other topics for quite a long time. Now I would like to discuss with you one or two or three more general questions relating to this. Let's consider first of all, how does the media influence people's opinions and values?
The medias, especially the films and movies, influences the people's thought and their character also. But in the movie, people always like to saw themselves in that movie characters. They find themselves and others in the movie characters also. So that's why it influences every person's thought, behavior, character, everything. And especially for the persons who always like to watch movies and series or all reels, anything, they always find themselves in that character. That's why it influences every person, every perspective, every person's thought, everything.
Okay. Do you think too much television is harmful to children?
Yes, it is very much harmful for children, because in children life we have to play games with our friends. By that we can become a socialism and a social person. But watching movies or films or anything, cartoons, वगैरह in TV series, then we will always waste our time in our childhood, and also children lost the most important part of their life. Also, I would like to say that not every television series is harmful for every students or every children, but it is also helpful for them, because there are some TV series are helpful for their education, for their behavior, for their every part of their daily lives.
Okay, so the last question of part 3. Should films and television programs reflect the diversity of society?
Yes. At first, in the question 1, I also saw that in every cinemas, in every films, people always find themselves and others in the character. Though we have find ourselves in that character, we always thought that yes, I am also as like of him or her. I also can do this or that. And also my friends are that type of person or anyone. We always create an imagination in our own thought that yes, we are also in them, or we are there. We are doing that things. So these are very much important thing.
Okay, please. Thank you very much. That was the end of Snigdha's IELTS mock test.